Mr. Chairman, Mr. Minister, distinguished participants, on behalf of the European Foundation Center, I'd like to tell how pleased we are to be here in Porots, in this beautiful place of the Adriatic coast, a very nice environment, and how honored we are to be partners in convening this very timely conference. Climate change is probably the most challenging consequence of our pattern of growth, based on high consumption of fossil fuels. And to tackle this problem, time is of crucial importance. We cannot postpone decisions in this matter. Europe has been at the forefront in advancing this agenda, and is critical that it maintains its leadership, particularly in the next 12 months towards the negotiation of a post-Kyoto Protocol agreement in Copenhagen next year. So I think that we must underline the initiative of the Slovenian presidency, keeping the pace in this movement. Foundations in Europe play a key role in advancing knowledge, scientific research and innovation, including in the environmental field. Two amongst the largest 50 foundations in Europe, the Umweltstiftung in Germany and the Mistra Foundation in Sweden, are dedicated entirely to these fields, with an annual expenditure around 70 million euros. Other key players in this area include, for instance, the Fondazione Cariplo and the Fondazione Monti dei Paschi di Siena in Italy, the Prince Albert Foundation in Monaco, and the MAVA Foundation in Switzerland. Ourselves in Lisbon, in the Gulbenkian Foundation, we have a program for environment to help research and mobilization and public opinion, and this year the Calouste Gulbenkian International Prize of 100,000 euros will be awarded to an institution or a personality helping the questions linked to environment. Every 2 years, our international prize is dedicated to environment questions. This conference takes place just 24 hours after we concluded in Istanbul our annual General Assembly and conference. And during several sessions in our meetings in Istanbul, the question of environment was addressed by European foundations. And there is a strong response from European foundations, and I would like to mention particularly the excellent example of the Oak Foundation that created the European Climate Foundation in a few months, and with 75 million euros as initially endowment. And it's raising funds from other donors. This is a very good example of how foundations take responsibility in this field. But this conference is, at least of my knowledge, the first occasions where foundations, philanthropists and representatives of governments and international agencies and from the scientific community come together to explore the interface among these different stakeholders and discuss ideas how to build better synergies, attract new resources and build new mechanisms that will help trigger innovation in addressing climate change challenges. This agenda lies well also with the European Forum on Philanthropy and Research Funding, launching in December of last year. The forum aims to help to underpin philanthropic funding for research through the exchange of experiences and best practice, the development of cooperation on research funding, and promotion of a favorable environment for foundation and private philanthropy undertakings. It brings together foundations, academic and research institutions, and the European Commission, and welcomes participation for all interested organizations. I am pleased to announce the date of the Forum's 2008 Stakeholder Conference, which will take place on the 2nd of December in Milan, under the auspices of the Fundaçõo Cariplo. As I said, this question of climate change, in this question, time is of critical importance. We have no time to lose. And regarding this issue, foundations have really a comparative advantage, because foundations do not live in the short time of companies that live and die according to market cycles, neither under the political cycle of 4 or 5 years elections. And I believe that also in this context, and in what concerns the mobilization of public opinion, the growth of knowledge and the technological application of knowledge already available, foundations' contributions can be a real added value. On the other hand, foundations have the benefit of public opinion trust, so they are in a good position to contribute for the change in the current paradigm in both attitudes and behaviors, pressing for best practice and mobilizing all stakeholders, helping to overcome in a certain way the ongoing selfish position that we can synthesize as do as I say, not as I do. Time is short, and global cooperation and solidarity is essential. To act rapidly and in harmony is our common responsibility. Thank you.